Hello everybody and welcome back. I am the Sovereign and this is my court. This is a very special video that we will be filming today and expect a very special guest to be joining us. Today we're going to talk about criticism in the context of competition because I have learned through my years of YouTube, some people really don't understand its importance and really don't know how to take it. When you enter the realm of competition, you are stating that you are ready to be judged against other people. You are well aware that your performance and output will be scrutinized, will be looked at by everybody from the actual judges or whoever creates your score and the fans in general who enjoy and are invested in the sport. Every competitor is well aware of the circumstances when they engage in any form of competition, whether it be just in a school environment or an Olympic environment. Every competitor knows what they are up against, and most competitors are excited to see how they rank against other people. I myself love competition. I have been engaged in competition since the age of 4. I have been in gymnastics competitions, cheer competitions, ice skating competitions, acting competitions, high school wrestling competitions, drill team competitions, you name it, I've been in it. And the one competition that I want to really talk about, besides pageantry, of course, we're gonna get into that. I have been engaged in the most judgmental form of competition on the face of the planet. The most scrutinized, the most harsh, the most harmful form of competition and scrutiny that I can think of. And that competition is bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is entirely focused on your physical attributes and not just as a whole. They literally judge your muscles individually. They will judge your quadriceps. They will judge the 3 heads of your shoulders. If you didn't know, there are 3 parts of your shoulders. They will judge your rhomboids, your biceps, your triceps, your hamstrings, your Christmas tree, your glutes, your calves, everything in meticulous detail. Unbeknownst to most of you, in bodybuilding, it's not all about just your muscles and your physical presentation. It's also about your performance. In bodybuilding, your stage presence, your walk, your turns, your poses matter for men and women. And bodybuilding also has this aspect that's almost like a talent competition in which men and women of certain fields and divisions of competition actually have to perform on stage and present, and they are judged on that. In bodybuilding, it is expected that when you are with your coaches or a judge, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna tell you the absolute truth. Your biceps aren't big enough. You look too small. You look flat. You are boring on stage. Your faces aren't good enough. Your shoulders are too short. Your muscle density isn't there. You look too fat. You're not shredded enough. You're holding too much water weight. Comments like these, though they seem harsh, are necessary for competitors to improve upon their ranking within the competition, and no competitor is crying about it. No competitor is getting upset that somebody called them fat in a competition meant to judge their body composition. This same logic applies to pageants. Us as pageantry fans who are invested in a competition we love enjoy the game of guessing who's going to do well. It's kind of like fantasy football for us. And of course, all of us give our criticisms. And the girls expect it. Half of the reason they're joining a pageant competition is to have that spotlight, is to have the fan base talking about them. And they are well aware it's not all going to be positive. Now, when I critique or give criticism to pageant queens, it's always in the context of competition. I never really talk about the queens in their personal lives. I never really talk about the queens when they're just off doing whatever the hell they want. When I discuss the queens, it's in the context of competition. Now, I was, as a person, was not trained to lie. I'm bad at it, I don't like doing it, and I don't find it necessary. When I am discussing a criticism that is meant to make somebody do better, I'm expecting that that person understands it's within a certain context and not aimed at them as a personal attack. And I would like to let you guys know, I already put a significant amount of effort into curating how I present my thoughts on camera. I am unwilling to do it any further than what is already being done. There are plenty of YouTubers on the platform who are willing and ready to bow down or to pander to an audience. I am not one of those people. That is why my channel name is the way that it is. I'm going to say what I feel, how I feel, and I'm going to do it honestly because that is what the women deserve. And I'm going to do it without favoritism because that is giving the fairness and the equal playing field that all competitors deserve. Understand that not everybody is meant for competition. Not everybody is meant to participate in competition because, as I stated previously, competitors are signing up for the purposes of receiving criticism so that they might better themselves and become the best in whatever field that they are in, or at least place #1 in their specific competition. Nobody is in competition to settle for mediocrity. Some people are perfectly happy being average. Some people are perfectly happy being mediocre, and that's okay. Nobody that enters into a competition is ready to settle for less than first place. They are not there to settle for satisfactory. Let's judge me. It'll be fun. Look at this picture of me. This is me in my first fitness competition. I was very happy and had worked very hard for months to appear on that stage, and I was proud of my progress. But before I say anything, think about this photo. Do you think I look good enough? Do you think I look good in general? How do you think I would look amazing on a beach? What do you think about my figure and form in this photo? By all means, judge it. I'm asking for you to judge it. All right, Mom, that's my competition photo. What do you think?
Yeah. The hair needs work. Focus on the picture. Focus the picture, not me. Yeah, the hair needs work.
And
your whole pose, the bikini did not suit your body well.
Well, I have no choice but to wear that bikini.
You were pretty super. You were super tanned. You were small chested, and the bikini.
Yeah, it was flat chested as hell.
I know. So the bikini looks like what you are. It looks made you look flat chested.
I am flat, so there.
Okay, well they could have, like most of the pageants I've seen. If
that's not a pageant, that's a fitness competition.
Okay, well fitness competitions, like most of the time they still make it flattering to your body. This does not suit your body at all. Your arm covered your arch right here where you could have had a little bit of bum.
Well, I was asking you to critique my overall fitness. You over here critiquing my beauty and clothing and shoes and stuff.
Your overall fitness, okay, I see that. It looks like you starved yourself.
It looks like I starved myself.
Yeah, because you're a bodacious chick, and you know, it looks like you were just like you lost a lot of weight. Basically,
I did,
and you toned. That's what you did. You need body like this. Just it gets fitness. It's fitness. It is what it's supposed to be. You got the thigh gap.
You don't like it.
No, it is what it's supposed to be. It's fitness.
Yeah, it's fitness.
Me myself wouldn't go for this type. I like people to enhance their bodies, not to make it fit for a certain criteria. You know what I mean?
You've always preferred me bigger.
Yeah, I mean, like right here, you look like you just starved yourself and you just did it all just to, you know, show off these bones.
Now, do you want to know what I see when I see this photo? I see an amateur. I see body weight and fat that wasn't dropped. I see a water buffalo. I am holding too much water around all of my muscles. I am not defined. I'm clearly a first timer or a second timer, and I need a lot of work. There is no definition in my arms or shoulders. My legs are completely solid. There's nothing to be seen. There's no separation between any of the musculature. You can't see the quadricep separated from the hamstring. When I turned around, you can see a bit of the hamstring, but that booty is just too big, and you see none of the definition coming through. If you see me from the front, abs where? Abs where? I'm flatter than a freshly made tortilla. There is nothing there. There's nothing to feed the eyes. There is nothing to wow the judges. There is nothing that is impressing people. Naturally, I have a bit more wide shoulders, so it gives me a bit more width within my traps, but those traps are just not there. And had I had more traps, my waist would have looked smaller. Though it looked okay in this photo, it's definitely not worthy of a first place. This competitor is lacking. This competitor is an amateur. This competitor needs to work harder. This competitor needs to improve. And I have no problem saying that about myself because it's facts. It's in the context of competition, and I knew that. Lucky for me, I was willing and able to absorb and analyze and understand my own personal and physical flaws. I went back and I worked hard in the gym because I knew I wanted to come back next season a better threat, a better competitor, a better fighter for first place. And I did. This body certainly was an achievement. It is the best level of physical fitness I had ever achieved, and it showed. I did really well this season, though I'm clearly so flat in my chest. That is the one thing that always bothered me, no matter how good I looked. I worked hard, and I achieved what I set out to do. And even though this is a fantastic competitor's body, there are still people who have differing opinions. Okay. So I need your opinion on this photo.
I don't like it. You look like a dude.
Really?
Yes, a dude. That's not meant for a black woman. Sorry. Unless she was, you look like your whole face says I'm a big boned girl, but this is my body.
I think you're just used to me being curvy.
No, I'm just used to, this is, come on, for real? You look like a high school boy. I don't like it.
Okay. Thank you for your honest input. That's the mom I know. That's yeah, what you just gave is how you normally talk.
Your face looks beautiful.
You get on camera, you be all goody two shoes.
I like the fact that you have abs and you have tone and all of this. It's toned and everything, but it's not for you. For you, no. Look at this face, how round it is.
So you think I look better?
You're supposed to be a bodacious.
You think I look better when I'm like an 8 or a 10, not when I'm a 2.
Yes, exactly.
If you are unable or unwilling to sit down, analyze, and absorb your own flaws, you are destined for mediocrity. You are destined for failure. You are destined to lose. So those of you who cannot handle criticism are destined to stay at the bottom level of whatever you are attempting to achieve. That is a fact. Go back and look at my early YouTube videos. Do you think I have progressed this far with this type of quality without sitting there and scrutinizing my own individual output? Do you think I have not sat down and rewatched old videos and thought about how I could do better with my lighting, audio, technical ability, creativity? I would not be where I am today without sitting and absorbing my flaws, including some of the suggestions and criticism that came from my own court that was legitimate and I was willing to hear it. My first video about pageantry, the one that has the most views out of all of my videos, that video has over a million views. That video was fun. You know, I've always had a great personality. I've always been comfortable talking to people. I truly enjoy pageantry and the women and the dazzle, and it was so much fun watching that competition. The quality of that video was not good. The quality of that video was amateurish. The angle was off, my makeup was off, the audio was off, the editing was off, the background was off. It was clearly not a professionally done video. It's clearly not a video of a YouTuber that's been on the platform for years. It's clearly something that I needed to improve on. And some of you don't know the backstory to that video. In that video, my face was swollen because I had been attacked by a man a few days before that video. I had been crying all week because of it. My life was in shambles and I was hurt, and I probably should have been in the hospital at the time of that video. I concealed the bruising on my face with makeup, shitty makeup, because I wasn't good at makeup at the time. I used Miss Universe and the competition as a happy distraction from the terrible realities that were happening around me. The house that I was in wasn't even my house. I was staying with a family friend who cared for me because they saw what I had been through. This was the only happy moment that I had that week was during the Miss Universe competition. And like I said, I was using it as a distraction. And as sad as that story may come off to you guys, as sad as that story may actually be, that story has nothing to do with the fact that the quality of that video was crap. Two totally separate issues. Yes, personal life, oh my gosh, that's so sad. A lot of you that are really nice at heart would say, oh my gosh, but you tried your best during this video and it was such a fun video and you were going through so much, you shouldn't scrutinize yourself. What I went through has nothing to do with the overall quality of that video. My emotions, the way that I'm feeling, my circumstances have nothing to do with the fact that my editing was crap in that video. And it's not because I didn't try, it's just because I didn't know better. And quite honestly, I wish that somebody had told me. I wish that I had a YouTuber friend who could have told me, hey, you need to fix this. It took me years to get to where I am because I had to learn by myself. So whenever I hear fans talking about, but somebody tried their best and somebody did this or she's going through that, I get what you're getting at. But in the field of competition, emotions don't matter. They don't. The judges do not care that 2 weeks ago, you know, your dog passed away. The judges do not care that, you know, backstage, somebody sent you a message and it hurt your feelings and you were crying. The judges don't know and they don't care. I will tell you some tea because this video is about to be full of a lot. Some of the women that I criticize before and afterwards are women that I have spoken to, are women that I have correspondence with, are women that some of them I have helped choose their finale dress. I am friends with some of the women that I criticize. Like some of them I truly love and I talk to all the time, and they were never even in the top 5 of my list. And it never created a problem. And they understand the way that I'm seeing them as a competitor has nothing to do with the way that I'm seeing them as a friend. As a friend, we're friends. Like we can talk about anything. You're my internet girlfriend. Like it's freaking great. But honestly, as a friend, I also wouldn't lie to my friends and tell them that they're doing great when I think there's something that they could improve upon. Many of the women that I've spoken to are the women that I have given negative criticism to. Those are the women that most of the time will send me DMs and they'll tell me, hey, I'm doing this by myself. What do you think? Hey, I'm trying to improve on this. Is there any little tidbits that you specifically think I could do better? Legit, you guys, the girls will reach out to me in DMs and be like, you know what? I wasn't satisfied with this headshot either. What do you think we can do better at makeup next time? And they'll totally do it. And you guys love it. And I love it. I have not said anything. I've kept my mouth shut, okay? Because I respect the competitors, and if they personally ask me something or want to tell me something, I don't put them on blast, which is why I'm not saying names. But there's been transformations that you guys have seen and I've raved about that happened because me and that woman and her team talked about things, and then she came out and was totally so much better. Like when I say these women are diehard competitors, I'm like, I mean it so heavy. They are doing everything they can to figure out how to one up their competition. And anybody who can give them a legitimate suggestion that's not based around hate, but based around actual factual evidence, they want it. And yes, this is me coming out and saying, yes, I've been holding back. I hold back a lot. I'm not going to reveal stuff that I know. Like I don't run my mouth about the girls. If they have a legit question, I'll tell them. And you guys, you're not gonna know everything. I don't reveal my DMs unless you're trolling me. And even still, I don't put people's, you know, tags up there so you can identify them. I've never done that. Maybe I've done it to a troll once. I've done it to a troll once. Ready yet? Yeah, 1 second, because I'm about to do the switch. The competitors are well aware that the criticisms that I give are specifically based around competition only. However, it's the fans that really seem to not be able to take the heat that's in the kitchen. Mom, you want to come in here and just let's have a say about this situation. That's at the end of a game, if you lose,
you shake that person's hand and you say better luck next time.
And then you move the hell on. If you type in fresh and fit, this video was there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you guys ranked my video on YouTube.
Like, we killing them.
You get like, we be over here laughing. You guys are so hurt. You guys get so hurt when people you don't know don't do well in a competition.
It's really funny.
Or, by the way, if you...
I make fun of her of the names that you guys pick up with or say there's certain things that she's...
Yup. The names that...
Also said you're this.
Me and Mom actually truly enjoy the more creative people who come up with really good names to call me. Those are good. Those are super good.
We run around the house calling each other those names for a while.
Yeah. But the one thing that does actually make me mad is the underlying misogyny of the outrage that happens during pageantry. You guys are drama queens. Y'all are dramatic as hell, which is half the reason I love you, but still, get it together. Honestly, that's what gets on my nerves, is that they feel entitled to always be a favorite. Legit question. The people who are super inflamed, like emotionally, why do you think I care? And that's the thing. Y'all will never,
Princess.
y'all will never be able to roast me better than my family does.
No.
Y'all roasts suck.
I just want a sorry.
Okay, fine. Shh. Shh. To all the fans who are mad that I didn't place Philippines in my top 5,